What's going on, people?
How are you?
Oh man,
We're back again with another episode of
Brooklyn boys already out.
Radio. Happy Father's Day.
Happy belated Father's Day to all you niggas.
Happy Father's Day. I hope all you guys out there who have children were celebrated. I hope y'all were acknowledged and y'all feel appreciated. 'Cause y'all deserve it. The world forgets about us at times.
Talk for yourself.
I said the world forgets about you. You're a black man in America, bro. Never said your family or your loved ones. I said the world.
Yeah, nah, I was good on Father's Day, bro. Had a good time. Had a good Father's Day.
Yeah, what'd you do?
I don't know. I woke up, got some food. My daughter was a pain, like just nagging me. She just wanted to be all over me. I was like, get off of me. Usually she don't want me to touch her. In other words,
Yeah, I know.
now she all over me as Father's Day. Yo, listen, don't touch me now because it's Father's Day.
Listen, bro, you get 2 days a year, your birthday and Father's Day, nigga. You better enjoy it, okay?
Yeah, I wanted the other days though, bro. So she
You
was.
know, it's funny because I had posted that a long time ago, right? I said, don't get upset at a man if he's real serious about his birthday or if he's real serious about Father's Day, because the truth is, men only get 2 days out the year, bro.
That's it. But excuse me, y'all. Yeah, my baby, she bought me a new phone, so I got that. A lady friend of mine's got me a T-shirt. I gotta show you. It's a shirt. It says the best dad, and it's me in the middle, and there's like 7, 8 pictures of Sydney all around me.
Oh, yeah.
I said, what about my other kids? What other kids? So I had fun with them in the morning with that, and then my daughter mother, I want, you know me, I buy all these fancy gadgets, and there was this Sharp fan they got out. It's a crazy looking fan. I just wanted it. I don't even know how she knew. I think I said it to Sydney, like, I'm gonna buy this fan. And I woke up, I got a Zelle for the money for the fan.
Go get your damn fan.
That fan was $300. Got my fan. And then my godson took me and his dad out. My daughter's mother probably funded that, but yeah, he took us out to eat, you know what I'm saying? And I bought like some, you know, the people that come in the restaurant, they be taking the pictures. Mm-hmm. So I came home, she's like, I seen y'all bought pictures and took pictures. I said, yeah. She said, you paid for it? I said, yeah. She said, how much was it? I said, $40. I don't know. By the time I went upstairs, I had a Zelle for $40.
Look at that.
She's like, it's your day. I'm not making y'all guys spend on nothing, me or husband. So as y'all all know, my daughter, mother, and me, like, we real close, me, her, and her husband, and her son, and, you know, her son is my godson. So, you know, my godson, which is their son, took me and his dad out, and we had a good time. He's 14, and we had a good time. Oh, I told the waitress, this nigga gonna be tight. So the waitress came over, I said, yo, I just want to let you know, we his 2 dads. And his father, we got a donor, take his dad's sperm and have the baby, and this is our son.
That's crazy.
And nigga was like, no. That nigga was tight. That nigga was tight. But we was cracking jokes all the whole day. So I came home. I didn't feel too hot though, man. I came home. I felt a little under the weather, man. So I got home and just went into bed, bro. Oh, Pav came over, woke me up out of my bed. I can't even tell you this on camera. I gotta tell you off camera. Just remind me, yo, Pav is sick, bro. Pav is sick. Shout out to Pav, man. Pav came over the crib, and I guess he had went out with B.O. and J Mass and them, and Sam. Sam had a barbecue, my homeboy. I didn't even know they were still mad people still had the barbecue, even though it was raining.
Rain?
Gersh, shout out to Gersh and Moe and True and Q and all them fellas over at Gersh and L and everybody from the barbershop. They all had the what you call it at Gersh Park. Had the barbecue. I still see people. I saw Ed Lover out there, Little Mama out there, saw the pictures, Remy out there. So I was like, oh, okay. These niggas still had the barbecue in the rain.
Hey.
And then my brother and them went to a barbecue somewhere else in the rain. I'm like, y'all niggas is crazy.
Yeah.
So, but
Now, they had a couple of events over the weekend. On Sunday, they had the layout in Prospect Park, and I think they had it in Fort Greene Park. Like, my boy had hit me. He was like, yo, you coming? I was like, bruh, I'm too old to go to stand outside in the rain,
Rain.
bro. I'm not doing that. Like, cause he sent me a video of over there, and it was just everybody with umbrellas over their head. I'm like, why am I in the park standing out in the rain? That makes absolutely no sense to me.
People was outside, bro. People still. I guess people had bought all that meat and had all that food.
Didn't
you
even
know what
want
I'm
to
saying?
go to waste.
And they had to say, "Fuck it, we gonna still do what we gotta do." Went to Gersh Friday though. Shout out to DP. Shout out to my man Slade. Shout out to Ty. Shout out to Whispers. Shout out to who else is over there? Quick. Shout out to
I saw Irk with the remote control car.
yeah,
with the trophy.
remote control car. Shout out to what's the other homie name over there? You hate I hate when I forget people's names. But shout out to everybody at Gersh. Put it like that. I had a good time at Gersh the other night. Irk, he won the championship the night before last year. They had one of the first games back at Gersh, and he won that night. Niggas with a remote control car that was a cooler.
I saw him.
I ain't put out that full video. I got to show you the full video.
With the trophy?
Yeah, I got to show you the real video, though.
Yeah?
I ain't want to, you know what I mean?
He out there wilding. I saw him with the Don Julio in there.
Erg, I saved you. Geach, that's the other homie from over there. Yeah, so, yeah, man, shout out to them. So it was a hell of an opener, man. I mean, it had to be about 2,000-3,000 people out there.
It'd be crazy out there.
We didn't even have no seats. I came back, I had left.
Yeah, I saw the video with you and Bills.
Yeah, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I left. I had my seats when I left. Came back. Who told me to leave and come back? Yo, Styles, here was, yo, Styles, all the seats, man, man, I should have put away 2 seats. I'm like, and this was the first time on my back.
Yeah.
Which I thought it was dope, because the first time, y'all know I had the surgery, that's the first time I stood up for over an hour. I haven't stood in an hour for like 2-3 years.
That's crazy.
So to see, and I ain't had no pain the next day, the night. So I was kind of hyped though to see that, like, oh shit, you could stand up for like two hours, like you good. So it wasn't a bad thing because I got to see that I could, what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Progress
is happening.
Progress comes slowly, but it comes.
Yeah, so shout out to all the dads out there, all the real dads, man. I think we got more real dads nowadays than when we were growing up. Dads that really, because I don't got no friends that don't take care of their kids, bro.
I don't either.
Yeah, I know there was a lot of deadbeat dads when we was growing up. Man, my friends don't know their pops. My pops was like sometimes there, sometimes not.
I'm just not in the habit of using the term deadbeat dad so loosely, man, because you don't know what a dude's situation is, man. And in no way am I saying that there ain't dudes out there that's not taking care of their responsibilities, but every situation where a man is absent isn't necessarily just he's a deadbeat dad.
No, I hear you. Still, like I said, whether they was not deadbeats dad or not, niggas is showing up in their kids' life. They fighting for their kids. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I shout out to all the guys that fight for their kids and fight to stay in front of their babies all the time. Shout out to Shanice. She just walked in and with some water, some waters for us, please. Because I need it. So, yeah, Mo, that's about it. I guess we could jump into... Mo got topics today, y'all.
Our topics of the day.
Mo got some topics today, y'all, so I'm hyped about that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hyped about that.
So you set it off, brother.
Here we go. Me. I don't even know where I should go. So, I'm going to ask you a question before we start it off, because I seen this lady talk about this on Instagram the other day. And I've been in this situation once or twice, or maybe 5-6 times in my life. So if you're eating some coochie and you go down, you ever caught a little piece of tissue down there when they wipe?
I have no idea.
And what do you do if you see the piece of hair?
That hasn't happened in years.
Do you just stop eating the coochie?
You kind of like rub it off.
Yeah,
you swat it.
Yeah, you move it out the way, or you go.
And then it's business as usual.
Yeah, I didn't know why she brought that up. Like, niggas ain't gonna stop. Like, we don't stop.
Listen, as long
you just brush off or blow. Why'd you blow it?
As long as ain't no smell, man. Like, we're human. People wipe themselves. Sometimes you get tissue residue. Like,
yeah, nah, for me, I just blow it out the way. Now keep going. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I don't know. Like, that little piece of tissue ain't never stopped nothing.
I mean, they serve napkins with your meal, right?
I like that one.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. So, ladies, we're going to keep munching away, even if you got a little tissue. I think what happened nowadays, people use a lot of wipes and shit, so it don't leave the little, you know what I mean? And they got better tissue now. Back in our day, the tissue was
Used to fall apart.
fall apart. You can even wipe your ass with the tissue, shit fall apart. Like you had to double that.
Right in your hand.
Yeah, right in your hand. Double, triple that shit up. So now, nowadays, tissues, they probably make it a little stronger, whatever. So, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like I said, like you said, I haven't seen it.
Well,
and
is it that they make the tissue stronger, or we can now afford the more expensive tissue?
that too, but I also think
Because I don't buy Crasdale tissue or none of that stuff.
yeah,
Like,
but I think one of the things is too, especially when we were growing up, a lot of girls didn't shave their hair back then. Everybody had hair on their bush.
it wasn't a thing.
So the hair probably tore up the tissue too. Now people got naked vaginas, so you know what I mean?
9 out of 10 vaginas in the world are now naked.
I had a girl with some hair on her vagina a couple months ago, and I was like, "What the fuck? Like this still
Shit
happens?"
is foreign, right?
It threw me
like,
off.
huh? What the
Like,
hell?
what? She's like, "Yeah, I haven't shaved." Like, okay. All I said was, "I used to do this shit all the time." You know what I'm saying? No, bring it over here. I know what to do with that. You know what I'm saying?
Times have changed.
Yeah, times have definitely changed, man. Times have definitely changed. So, yeah, we just blow it off and move it aside. Continue to like talk about stuff from back in the days. You know, I know this probably not a big deal for a lot of people, but for me, you know what I mean, I feel like it's a part of my childhood, like some nostalgic type of thing. And I know I'm only going to be talking about lightning bugs, but they saying this might be the last generation to see lightning bugs.
To see lightning bugs, fireflies.
Yeah, you don't remember when we was kids?
I remember, yeah.
It was everywhere in the
Everywhere,
summer.
everywhere.
Even right now, it'll be outside.
As soon as it get dark.
It'll be outside. I used to catch them and put them in jars at night.
Yeah.
One time I put a bunch of fireflies in a jar. I must have caught like 20 or 30 of them. And when I woke up in the morning, they was all gone. I don't know if my mother took them and threw them. I'm like, what happened? To this day, I always wonder what happened to my fireflies, bro. Like, but that's crazy because we don't see them like that. And we was in the hood, like we was in the forest.
True. That's true. You don't see fireflies
Fireflies
like
at
that
all.
no more.
They said due to global warming, due to pollution, things in the environment that we do, like
They die out?
They die out. If we don't do something now, like they probably won't be here the next generation.
That's crazy.
Cause I ain't see a fly in a minute, a lightning, but we call them lightning bugs. We call them lightning bugs in the hood. I ain't see one of them. So if y'all don't know what a lightning bug is that green bug is like it's black with a little yellow stripe in the middle of the head, and the back of it shine like green or neon green,
Yeah,
like
glows.
And they harmless. They land on you. You can hold them, put them in your hand, and all that. And if you squash them, it's just like green
streaks,
glue.
right?
Yeah, green glue, like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they was big when I was growing up. They were everywhere.
Yeah.
And now you don't even see them no more.
Take you back to youth, man.
So please,
Sign of the times.
let's get the lightning bugs back, please, please. Please, 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 please. Oh, this is another thing that I saw that you might find kind of crazy. You could take the next topic. But they say New York City is one of the happiest cities, have the happiest people in one of the happiest cities. And, you know, at first I was like, what? But, you know, I thought about it because I travel so much. I can see why New York is one of the happiest places.
Yeah, when you really think about it, I mean, New York is one of the places with the most to do at all times. I think New York is one of the places that has the most distractions. So it's easier for you to remain in a full state of happiness.
Yeah, boredom is very unlikely because you could go outside and get into something real. It could be 4 a.m. That's why I used to go out of town and be like, yo, it's 2 o'clock, everything's shut down. Like, what?
Ain't nothing to do.
Nothing to do. 12 o'clock, especially a weeknight. You go outside in some states, by 9, 10 o'clock, shit is dead, bro. 10 o'clock, shit is closing.
Yeah.
New York City, I can still go outside and find something to do. People doing, and no matter if it's winter, spring, summer, or fall here. So,
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think New York City, you can really find a lot of places, a lot of happiness here because people, you can go on the train and find excitement. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, a lot of distractions, man. A lot of distractions. You know, but on the key of happiness, you know, June is Men's Mental Health Month. And something that I saw is that suicide is the second leading cause of death for men under 45. Do you believe that?
I think I could believe that. I just think men just have it a little harder these days. They got to go through a little bit more. I think they got a lot of stuff on their back. They required to do a lot, and without appreciation sometimes.
But
That
I think that's the key component.
yeah, I think without appreciation and somebody showing you love or just saying, we talked about this last week, just saying the plain no thank you or the gratitude again. We got to come back to that, and just going through the world and there's less services for men. You know what I mean? You could go to a woman. If you're a woman right now, you could go to a shelter with or without a kid and go and get help and get Section 8 and what else they have. They don't have jiggets no more, right? I'm kind of old now.
You said what?
Jiggets, something called jiggets, but they got Section 8 and all these other programs you could get as a woman. Not saying they don't have them for men, but it's just totally different.
It's a totally different process.
And the access that you have as a man is just, there's less things for you as a man to get to. You know what I mean? So I can see why that is. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a key component. I think men have a lot on their backs in this world, but I think what makes the weight even heavier is the lack of acknowledgement of how much we have to do, right? Especially right now where there's this war going on between the sexes for some reason, especially in the black community. And it's just this constant disregard for the responsibilities of men in this world. It's like everything is on you, but nothing is for you, right? Nothing is acknowledged. And, people don't understand that a simple acknowledgement, that's pouring back into a man. That will keep him fueled to go for another year or two. You know what I mean? But when a man keeps having to go out there and do this and do that, but at the same time, he's not being poured back into, man. Like, after a while, it drains you. You get exhausted. It depletes you totally, man. And then next thing you know, some guys are ready to hang it up.
And I think with men too, nobody, I don't want to make it sound like suckers, but nobody hugging you or patting you on your back.
Hell no.
They say, oh, you're going to be all right. A girl could go crying and somebody, oh, come on, baby, you're going to be all right. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Somebody going to hush you, kiss you on your forehead. And men don't really do that to men. And they don't seek it from other men like
maybe
that.
Maybe you want another man to kiss you on the forehead.
Yeah, fuck out of here. See what I'm saying? Like, that ain't going to never happen. So men don't have that outlet. I don't think men have to have outlets. We don't really have outlets. And then sometimes most of the time, the best outlet is your mother most of the time or your woman. You know what I'm saying?
And these days you can't even say that, bro. Like these days you can't even count on your woman because the second you show vulnerability, a lot of times it's used against you at some point in time.
You gotta change your woman if you can't do that. But I totally understand what you're saying.
No, and when I say this, I'm just speaking for what I hear from the majority of men out there. But another thing also, I think that's why your friend group is so important, because you should have people around you that genuinely care for you, that when you are going through those days where your mind isn't quite there, that you can reach out to people and they'll allow you to vent, they'll hear you out, not necessarily even give you advice. Sometimes you just need an ear, because sometimes you have all of that stuff pent up inside of you, all of that stuff that you're suppressing, and you just need to get it out. And after having a session of just venting, sometimes that makes you feel better.
Nah, no doubt. I agree with that wholeheartedly. But what I want to say is, too, talking about, I know this is men, what you call it,
Men's Mental Health Month.
Health Month. I want to talk about the women for a second because I saw this report also that this kind of leads into this. They say women in long-term relationships are more bored.
They say women are more prone to boredom in long-term monogamous relationships.
Yeah.
I think that goes back to exactly what I said, where women create their own misery.
Nah, bro. I just feel like then just be in a polygamous relationship.
But this is.
That's all. If you're more bored, just get another girl in the house with you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, bro.
I'm bullshit, but I'm not.
The weird thing with women is they ask for something, and then once they get it, they eventually get bored.
I can see but I can see that. I think men are more comfortable in their space. Men could just. I don't know if that's a bad thing for them. I think men, as we get settle in something, we create less.
We become content with it.
Content with it, and we crave less excitement. You know what I mean? I think women
Are
probably
always looking for the next thing.
looking for the next thing and want to do something else different. You know, a dude could come home and be like, man, I'm cool. I can stay in the crib. I don't want to do nothing. She want to go hang out. She see her friends. She hears stories, and she want to do something. I just think our sex is just different. Like we just two different, opposite.
We get
people.
to a point where we like to sit still. They always want to move.
They want to move. So I don't know if that's a bad thing. That's just their nature. So I'm not mad at that. I can understand.
I mean, I get it's their nature, but you have to ask yourself, right? Is that necessarily realistic, right?
No, it is though. I think as a man, if you have a woman, you have to be considerate, right? Like it's sacrificing relationship. If you know your woman is bored and you kind of see that, you know, nah, she kind of bored, like we ain't doing nothing. You got to do something to spice up the relationship.
I agree with that.
You know, maybe you got to sit down and have a conversation and say, look, we're going to go out once a week or twice a month or 3 times. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go on 3 vacations a year, 2. Like, you got to set these things up as a man because you don't want to keep your wife bored. You know, she might start looking in other directions.
But I don't think that that's necessarily what the case is. I think a lot of times you may have a man who's in a situation where he's married. He takes care of the home. They go on 3 vacations a year. And I also think that a lot of times women are looking at the perception of other people's reality, whether it's on social media or what's being presented out there in the world, and they want more.
And I'm not disagreeing with you with that. I'm just saying in that, then a conversation needs to be had. Communication needs to happen. And if you don't communicate with your man and you don't communicate with your woman, you might have some tension in there. You know what I mean? So
I get that, but I also think that it's kind of unfair for a woman to meet a man. You meet a man that makes $50,000 a year, right? Okay, let's say y'all are together for 10 years. Let's say he went up from $50,000 to making $80,000 to $90,000 a year, but you're desiring this lifestyle of these people that make $500,000 a year,
but they
$1
didn't
million
say
a
that
year.
lifestyle gotta be crazy. Babe, listen, man, you can still go to the taco shop. You can still go. I told somebody this the other day.
How many? Okay, but we're living in a time. How many women are content with going to a taco
I'm not
shop?
saying that. I'm just saying you can still do
Something.
cool
Yeah,
shit.
you can still do something.
Yo, you can still find a decent vacation for a 4-day weekend in an island that's all inclusive for like $3,000, bro. Like $3,000 to $4,000. Like you can still find that. You just gotta go out there and do it. You know what I mean? You can go on a friends trip and all your friends, y'all get one big villa and everybody pays into the villa. You just really paying for your flight. Y'all pay for the villa and you make sure you got a maid and a cook. And it still costs you under like $4,000, $3,000. You know what I'm saying? So I just think I think sometimes men have to be a little bit more creative and think, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes women got to stop thinking that your man know everything and have the conversation. And don't talk down at him. If you know your man, have a conversation where he can understand and see what you're saying, and y'all come together and build out what it is that y'all need to do so you won't be so bored and he won't feel like you putting a strain on his back because you keep asking for shit every day. And y'all can meet somewhere in the middle with each other.
I can agree with that.
You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. I just think we got to, as relationship, we just got to figure out, we got to figure out how to just work with one another a little bit more, you know what I mean? And compromise a little bit more with each other, man. Because it's nothing like having somebody that you could go through life with. Because I can tell you this, ladies, you could leave your man and go find another nigga that's going to wine and dine you, but guess what? He going to get bored too. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to be bored of that nigga, you're going to be bored then too.
Later.
And then you be back in the same rut. So you might as well just figure out how to fix the shit. And it's the same thing with the fellas. You might have a girl, she don't want all that shit. At some point, she gonna want all that shit. You have to figure the same shit out. So, you know, it is what it is, man. We just gotta, you know, it's on you.
On that note, let me ask you a question, man. Do you think men get married by choice or out of obligation? Right? And I ask this question because I know a lot of times people I know get married, and I'll be like, why'd you get married? And the guy will be like, well, we've been together for 10 years, man, and it was about time I did it.
I think it's both. I think some people, like, if you talk to my little brother, he want to be married. Like, you know what I'm saying? He desires that. I think there's both. But I do think there's situations where, you know, people go, yo, you've been with her forever. Why don't you marry her? Or we've been in a relationship forever. Like, you don't put
It's
a
the
ring on
next
my
step.
finger.
It's the next step.
It's the next step of evolution. And I think it's like everything else. You know, if you're sitting at a job for a certain amount of time, you're going to want to raise or you're going to want a higher position. And I think, you know, like you said, it's the next step in evolution.
And not to
of
mention, but
relationship.
also as far as safety and security is concerned, because if anything ever happens to you, if that's just your girlfriend, she really has no say, right? And with that said, let me ask you this question. I mean, I believe that people should date to eventually get married and spend the rest of their lives together. Is that something you agree with?
You said people should date. I'm sorry.
I said I believe that people, their intention should be to date to eventually get married and spend the rest of their life with someone.
Yes and no. I feel like dating is just collecting data, so everybody's not going to be marriage material. Some people are going to be in your life for a reason, seasons, or a lifetime. Everybody ain't for a lifetime. So when you find that one is for a lifetime, yes, I agree with that. But this girl might have just been here, or that guy for that girl might have just been here to show you what you don't like or what you do like, and just to get you to the next
Oh
person
yeah,
that you
I'm
need
not.
to be with.
I'm
So
not talking about every single person. I mean,
Oh.
at the end of the day, you're dating to basically weigh your options and find what's best for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you got to find the right fit. And so when you do find the right fit, I think you should get married. Yeah. When you find the right fit with somebody, you should take the time out to go, yeah, I want to marry you, and you gotta take that next evolution in life. And then marriage is only the first part of the evolution, because see, that's the problem, right? Some people get married and it's like,
They
oh, we
think that's
married.
the end. No,
And
that's the beginning.
That's the beginning, right?
That's the beginning.
So what do you build from that situation? Now, do you build just a family? Some people think we get married, we have kids. No, then it's legacy building. Do you buy a couple of homes together? Do you start some businesses together? What legacy do you leave for your children? Children. So people don't believe in that. Some people get married and figure we got kids and, oh, we did it. Nah, that's why it's boring. And that go back to the last segment. That's exactly why it's boring, because you guys are not doing anything together to build a legacy. Because let me tell you
build a
this.
life.
If you're building something and you and your wife say y'all got 3 homes or y'all got 3 different businesses, it's something constantly always going. So if it's constantly always going, there's motion happening. You can't be bored when the motion is happening.
You're constantly active.
Right? You're constantly active. The kids are doing stuff. Y'all celebrating the kids' graduation, but y'all also got to go collect the rent at the 2 houses y'all own over here. You got the business. Y'all got to make sure the employees, y'all building something together. Then y'all doing your will, and you know what I'm saying? You leaving stuff to your kids, and y'all figuring out how we leave things to the kids. So this kid is more responsible than this kid. You can't be bored when you got all that responsibility. But people don't create responsibility. People create the comfortability in their homes, and now they're just comfortable.
Well, boredom usually comes from routine. You know what I mean? So when people are doing the same thing every goddamn day, every single week, that's where boredom usually comes. Like when your life has variety, where every single day is something different. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be flying here or flying there, but when there's variety in your life, you tend to get bored less easily. Back to what we were talking about earlier as far as Father's Day, something else I saw, which is girls who have active, involved dads are 75% less likely to deal with depression and tend to have more confidence and self-worth as they grow up. And it's funny because I saw someone state something the other day, and they said, the truth is, these days, children are more emotionally damaged from a lot of these mothers' presence than they are the father's absence.
Once again, I just think it's a balance. I can see, as a father, as an active father, I can almost tell you without a shadow of doubt, my daughter strives from both of her parents, but I also know she strives from me as well, just having that comfortability with me being there.
Yeah, I think like the safety and just knowing that
and
you're
she
behind
says little
her.
things all the time. She said something to me the other day. I don't remember what it was, but it's like, her answer was like, but I got a dad. Right? Like, oh, I don't care. Like, I'm good. I got a dad. The other day, she came to me. I don't know what it was. She came to me. Your dad, I didn't get paid. They forgot to put my paycheck in with something with my hours. I don't know how the shit go. So I just looked at her and said, how much money you need? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all that conversation, right? And she go, I don't really know. Listen, I'll just send it to you in the morning. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? That comfortability of, oh, my dad, my car's not working. Leave the car keys. I'll take it to the mechanic tomorrow. Like, You know what I'm saying? Until she has a man in her life that could do that shit for her, you know what I'm saying? I think the comfortability of having that backbone as a father. Now, some ladies, fathers is a piece of shit and they don't do that. No, it's just real. And they don't have that. Not everybody does. You have a dad to me, you have that experience. So some ladies I can understand, and then some ladies don't have a father in their life, period. So I can understand, but I can see the difference with my daughter and my niece.
Yeah, of course, as far as confidence is
Yeah,
concerned.
confidence is just totally different. She just be walking outside like, I got a dad. My dad coming.
Yeah.
And not saying her mother ain't coming. Is, you know, I think she look at me as strength.
But I was about to say, I think it's a different energy.
Yeah. Because she rely on her mother for a lot of stuff. But with me, she just like, my dad is coming.
Yeah, it's a different energy. You feel like you could take on the world because you got somebody behind you.
My dad is coming. Well, I got this topic real quick. You know, I just want to know what y'all feel about this. And I think as a New Yorker, I feel a little bit different. So I've been seeing, you know, we talked about it a couple of weeks ago with Trump, with the Latino people. You know, they're deporting a lot of people, what's going on in LA with the Mexican population. I don't know, I've been to LA a few times, but I can't really tell you, I can't really say to you how the Latino and blacks get along. Right? And
Well, LA is not like New York.
Yo,
LA
that's what I'm
is
about to
very
say.
separated.
Right? Because here in New York City, where we live at,
we all live together.
we live together, and we kind of move together. If a lot, it is separation, because you do have Latino community.
Yeah.
You have black community.
But not like LA though.
Yeah, but here, if a Latino is born in the hood and in the projects with us, like they one of us. Like
my block where I grew up was Caribbean and Spanish. It was Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Haitians, Jamaicans, and Black Americans. You know, Panamanians, even Colombians.
Yeah.
Like, it was just all mixed, and we were just one big
New York
family.
City. So I look at it totally different. But you know, some of the Latino community was saying like, yo, they need the black people to stand with them. And some of the black people were like, yo, listen, man, y'all niggas don't stand with us when we need y'all. Like, why we standing with y'all now? Y'all always look down at us. You know, even they were saying that the Chinese look down at everybody looks down at the black people. But when it comes to fighting, people know that if you got us with us, got us with y'all, it can make a total difference. And, you know, what I'm gonna say is I don't know what the truth is, but this is my truth. Whether the Latinos don't need us or they need us or they shitted on us before in the past and we go, nah, we shouldn't help and we should stand. For me, we're stronger together. And we go through the same thing. And I think society, especially in America, did a great job of dividing and conquering.
Divide and conquer.
You know what I'm saying? So they put us at each other. They use colorism, you know, say, oh, they fairer skin. You know, I remember I was going to school back in the days. And when the Puerto Ricans used to come up to the country, I don't know if people notice this. On your social security card, a lot of black people, if you look at your security number, think about it. Your middle number is what? Odd or even? Even. Most black people middle numbers are even, right? When the kids coming up from Dominican, like Puerto Rico, when we was younger, a lot of their middle number was odd. So they was like, yeah, we not black. You know what I'm saying? Like,
why does that even matter?
No, but it did matter when you was in fucking elementary school.
No, but I'm just saying, why does something so insignificant? Like, it's like we look for reasons to divide us.
But what I'm saying to you, you talking about children, bro. This is 4th grade, 2nd grade. Like, this is talking about children. I just say they do a great job of dividing us, right, and separating us. But we have to do a better job of coming together. Because let me tell y'all something. This is what I will tell y'all. Whatever's happening to the Latinos, brothers and sisters, when they finish with them, they coming to us. So we could take the chance and stand together now and fight as one. Because guess what? When they get rid of them, then we by ourselves fighting for ourselves all over again. And if we was all together, we could fight together whatever is happening, whether it's that situation or another situation. So we should take this as a learning experience from now for us to come together more on more things, because we have so much in common. And not for nothing, my grandfather's Cuban. You know what I'm saying? Like, full-fledged, speak Spanish, read Spanish. Part of my family is Cuban. So it's like, yo, my cousins are Dominican. Papa's Dominican. So it's like, yo, listen, I don't know why we have the separation where we got a lot of the same place and we live in a lot of the same neighborhoods. If we don't, our neighborhood look just the same way. So we need to stick together a little bit more. And yeah, this way they take us a little bit more serious. We stronger together than apart. That's just my opinion.
No, I agree. And I think the whole reasoning of, oh, they weren't there for us, at the end of the day, in order to incite change, somebody got to be brave enough to take the first step. Point blank, period. So just because they didn't know any better than to not be there for us doesn't necessarily mean we have to do the same. You know, we can know better.
Let me tell you something.
Because we're strong, because we're definitely stronger together. And that's America's worst fear, the day that we realize that we're all stronger together.
Let me tell you something. I don't know if people peep this shit right here. I watch America, and I love our country. Let me get that right. I love how we live. I've been a bunch of other places. Ain't no place like here. And I love our country. I hate the racism in our country. I hate the separatism in our country. I hate the disparity in how people live in our country. If you're a certain race, where the money's at and who don't have money, the middle class, the lower class. I hate all of that stuff. But far as just living and access to what we have access to, it's kind of dope here. You know what I'm saying? The freedom of speech that you get to talk here.
Well, that you used to have.
Just to go on the internet. No, because like I remember going out of another country, you couldn't even go on like early on, Facebook, Instagram. It didn't even have Instagram back then, but you couldn't go on certain things. They restrict you from all that. You know what I'm saying? So that simple freedom is dope. And if you was born poor, it was less than likely you can even get out of being poor.
It was a caste system, yeah.
Right? So
you remained where
here, at least you could roll the dice and go try to make it. But I want to tell y'all this with America, though. You know, America lines themselves up with Europe, you know, England. They line themselves up with all those other countries, France, people that look like white Americans, and they line themselves up. And I'm gonna tell you what's so smart. It's crazy because I watched Russia. Russia's like a real, you know, real white country. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But guess what? Russia lining themselves up with the Chinese. Russia lining themselves up with Africa because they know if they want to defeat the West side, the Western civilization,
they can't do it on their own.
They can't do it on their own. So we're gonna line up with Africa. We're gonna line up with China, and they're gonna stick together. And Putin is like, yo, listen, I'm stronger with them I'm stronger with them than without them. He even smart enough. So he's smart enough. Black and Latinos, we gotta be smart enough to stick together to fight whatever's coming from us, from this new administration or however they're gonna play the ball. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta be stronger to fight together. We gotta go, yo, listen, it's no difference than us. You know, most Spanish people, Dominicans, Puerto Rican, y'all look like us, just lighter. You know what I'm saying? It is, man. Like, it's crazy. Y'all drums, the beats, is all the same shit. Like, I don't know, man. So, you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
I'm all out, so it's on you.
Okay. So I got a relationship topic. Old question for you. Does a man have to reveal if he has a felony on the first date?
Oh, I'm not all out here. If somebody asks him.
No, I mean, is that information that he should volunteer? I
No,
mean,
only if somebody asks you.
if a transgender doesn't have to reveal their true identity on the first date unless they choose to, I mean, does a man have to reveal that he has a felony?
No, I don't think no, I think if somebody asks him, yeah, I don't, and I think it depends on the crime. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think so. Me personally, no.
Does he have to, or does he have to volunteer that information?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think if he asks, he should tell the truth.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think if he asks, so let me ask you this. I saw a lady, and she went on a date like from like one of the websites, and the man met with her, and she told the man that she was homeless. She's basically living in a motel. And she got mad at the man because the man was like, yo, you got to tell people that you're homeless before you meet them. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to tell a person that you're homeless.
Well, if she's living in a motel and it's an extended stay, I don't know if I could consider that homeless because she does have a roof over her head. She may not have a home, but she's not sleeping on the street. But I do think if you're homeless, this is something, before y'all even go on the first date, I think you should make someone aware because people have preferences and some people don't want to date homeless people.
So I would tell you there's a difference And it's fucked up that there's a difference. I think a man would date a homeless girl, don't care.
A girl ain't
woman,
dating.
huh?
A woman ain't dating no homeless man.
Woman ain't dating a homeless man. You know what I'm saying? I think men will be like, oh, you gonna be all right, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I got an apartment, basement apartment over here. Like he gonna figure something out for you. He gonna try to help you. A chick ain't trying to hear that.
Yeah,
So
and what's so crazy is if that man really likes you, he may even say, "Come live with me."
come live with me. Yeah. So you know what I mean? Like I think men are different than women.
I mean, but we can't necessarily say that because I mean, women even have a term for certain guys these days. They call them hobosexuals, where they say that there are a lot of guys out there who don't have somewhere to live and they're just dating women that try to find somewhere to put their PlayStation.
That's crazy. Yeah, nah, I guess so.
And I guess this is a sign of the times, man, because Glorilla tweeted, "I don't care how good my relationship is, I'ma still text some niggas." How do you feel about that?
I think Gorilla's just talking shit, bro.
I don't know because a lot of women in the comments were agreeing.
Yeah, they agreed to, and I think they just do that for clicks and stuff like that. That's just clickbait. And I think unfortunately the women that are agreeing in this, they like rats. They go into traps. They get caught, and they just start saying stupid shit. When Glorilla know if she got a real nigga she dating, because she seemed like she want to date some real nigga, she ain't even playing that game. Like, you know what I mean? I think it's just clickbait. I don't believe that. And that nigga probably, if she dating a nigga right now, he probably, who the fuck you putting, yo, babe, I'm just doing that because that's what the girl, all right, don't play with me.
I don't know, man. I mean, we live in a generation of getting your lick back, and we live in a generation of...
I don't believe that. I think it's just clickbait, bro.
I don't know, man.
Ain't no real nigga doing that. No real nigga accepting that, bro. Unless Gorilla niggas.
A nigga can't accept what he doesn't know, though.
She just let you know. She just let you know.
I'm sure
in the world, though.
I'm sure she, when she's saying I'm gonna text me some niggas, I'm sure she's not making the person she's with aware of this.
Yo, guess what? Unless she's not with nobody, but I'm pretty sure when she gets somewhere with somebody, nigga gonna be like, yo, what's that shit you was talking about? You gonna date you? Nah, baby, I was just playing. I'm just saying that for the girl. That's what she gonna say. That shit ain't real shit, bro.
Ladies, if these are y'all role models, y'all don't need
now,
to abide
I
by
blame
everything
them.
they
If
say.
y'all gonna be stupid and go follow behind that stupid shit, all right.
Well,
that ain't happening.
On to another woman from Florida. So a Florida woman is accused of posing as an ICE agent and kidnapping her ex-boyfriend's wife from her job at a hotel. Police say the victim, who was working to become a legal U.S. resident, called for help after realizing the woman wasn't who she claimed to be.
Diabolical, bro.
Diabolical, brother. Yo.
I don't even know. Yo, who thought of this shit? The lady was white?
I don't know.
She had to be a white lady.
I don't know.
Because I couldn't even think about, yo, Mo, let's go act like we are ICE agent. Yo! Now I'm lying to you. Yo, I ain't gonna say the name. I ain't gonna say the person that I can't say the name. We did something like this before. Yo, not this. So my homegirl, and y'all know her too. She out here. And she called me one day because she knew that I had somebody I knew that was police. Right? And the way it goes, her nephew was like dating this chick. Yo, this is crazy. Her nephew was dating this chick, and the nephew, she didn't want the nephew with the girl, but the girl was like, I don't know, I think they was from some Spanish-speaking country. This is the part I didn't know until I got over there. And the dude was getting in trouble because of the girl or something like that was happening.
Girl was a bad influence.
And she was like, yo, can you just go get my nephew because he's not coming home? And so I did Shorty the favor, you know what I'm saying? And did her a favor. Could have went to jail behind this bullshit too.
What'd you do?
Did her a favor. I took my police homeboy over there, but he took his man. He got his man, and his man is not a police officer, but his man got like a badge because he do something that's like, you know what I'm saying?
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
That's a crime.
That's how this nigga keep calling. And so the nigga goes over there. We go over there, knock on the door, and we like, yo, where homeboy at, right? So now he said, open the door. But the not my man, the nigga that's doing the pretending to be a police officer, because we just went over there like, yo, dude gotta go home, like he can't be here, blah blah blah, because he was young, he was a teenager, and my man go in there, he's not here. Then he ring back the bell. The other nigga ring back the bell. He kick open the door. Everybody get the fuck out here now. Yo,
Y'all Y'all are crazy.
Son, it was a bunch of immigrants people in there too. Cause they was like from some, and yo,
They were scared to death.
they was scared to death. They told that girl she can't be with him no more because they thought they were gonna get house out the country. So homeboy, and this is like 10 years ago, that homeboy had to get the girl out of there. The girl got the boy out of there. The boy had to go home, and he wound up going back home. And Shorty called me back. And I'll tell you who it was later. Shorty called me back. I go, thank you, my nephew back home. He finally back home. They just want their kid back. But that shit was crazy. So maybe this shit is real like this, because niggas ran up in there was like, yo, we got to get homeboy back.
Crazy.
Yo, that nigga was crazy. You know who you are, nigga, that went up in there, because he was acting like, yo, get on the floor. Yo, my man who real bullet, and he was like, yo, this nigga crazy.
Man, but guess what? In a bit of good news, got to get him back for what they did to the Cold Crush. Billionaire media mogul Byron Allen just won a $10 billion racial discrimination case against McDonald's. $10 billion with a B.
Billion.
With a B. Yes, billion. He won a $10 billion
can you
racial
help this
discrimination
podcast
case
out?
against McDonald's, plus another $100 million in a separate lawsuit. $10 billion.
10 billion, 1 million, right?
10 billion plus another 100 million. Go Byron Allen.
Yo, kudos to you. Took on the scissors. Yo, I'm surprised he's still living.
He took on McDonald's.
And they ain't do him like Puff? Yo, it's crazy.
Listen.
Shout out to Barry, man. Help us out. We over here, bro. 10 billion.
10 billion.
Wow.
I wonder how
Black
that works
man?
out. Yeah, black man. Byron Allen.
He must got white blood. He doing something right. That don't even make no sense.
Yeah. Keep going, Byron. Also in Texas, 109 kids were rescued, 244 men and women arrested and charged in Texas sex trafficking and child pornography ring. The offenders got to the kids through the internet and video games. Some kids were never reported missing. That I don't understand.
I don't understand. We should arrest their parents if they was never reported missing.
Very much so. We live in a very dangerous world.
Yeah, we
man.
need to go get their parents. That's first and foremost. Kick their ass and put them under the jail. And them niggas that took them kids, they need to, I almost say kill all them niggas, but they should.
I will also
they should
say,
have to face the death penalty.
This sounds like sex trafficking. Diddy? That's not sex trafficking.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. I'm sorry. I'm glad they rescued that, but it's scary too to know that
109 kids.
that's scary to know that's like that's happening.
That's
at that
going
rate.
on. Yeah. I mean,
that's scary.
we live in a very crazy world, man. Especially those of us, and I mean, I know it happens to boys too, but those of us that have daughters, man, that's why, like I be on my daughter back, man, as far as her wherabouts and. Just making sure that she's safe.
Keep them what do you call them? AirPods out your damn ear, bro, when y'all on the street walking. Y'all just walking with them shits aimlessly. You don't hear shit creeping up behind you. Awareness is crazy. Where was that the other day? You was with me? Oh, nah, I went to my homegirl crib. Her son. We sitting right in front of the crib. Like, that's the door, and we right here. Like, in the car.
Uh-huh.
Uber Eats come to him on a bike. He come down the steps. The car doors, his mother's standing out the car door. She kind of just looking at, but Mo, he's no further. He's probably right there.
Uh-huh.
His mother's here. This is the car. And he just runs out. I said, yo, you didn't say nothing? Oh, I didn't even see you. How you didn't see nobody? So you just come out the crib. You don't look left. You don't look right. Who in front? So somebody can just butt you upside your head. You have no awareness. I said, yo, bro, you can't be walking in the street like this when no cognitive awareness of what's happening around you. You don't even see the people in front. He's like, yeah, his mother's like, yeah, he just be like that sometimes. He don't be knowing nothing.
Awareness of your environment is the number one requirement for survival.
Yo, you know how much...
and that rhymed.
You know, you stupid. You know how much trouble, how much shit I got out of just saving my own life in awareness and also discernment. Butterflies in your stomach.
Oh, yeah, you feel it.
Oh, now we gotta get the fuck out of here, bro.
You feel it. You know how many times you walk up into the spot and you're like, oh, something about to go down. You can just feel it in the air, bro.
One time, we was in Flamingo. Yeah, I think it was in Flamingo nightclub. It was Flamingo. We had went to Flamingo the night before. And we had a great time. We was bagging mad chicks. This is 25, 30 years ago. We back in Magic, we have a great time in Flamingo. So I'm dancing, have a good time. We going back to Flamingo tomorrow night. So we go back to Flamingo the next night, but the next night is a bunch of niggas. My whole crew don't go that night. It's only like 3 or 4 of us because everybody ain't gonna come back out the next night. I think it's like me, B.O. Phase, I want to say Animal Crow. I don't remember. It was a couple of us. So there's this group of girls. You know me, I go girls. I'm getting my dance on. I'm doing my thing. But it's these niggas, and I just kept feeling these niggas just looking at me, right? So they keep looking. I'm like, yo, something ain't right. So now I'm ready to step to one of the niggas because he just mean mugging me the whole time. Like I could feel him. Like the nigga burning my fucking back. So when I'm about to approach him, I see one nigga that he speak to go back to like 7, 8 niggas over here. So now I know, oh, okay, cool. I know what this is. Like, oh, they just outnumbered niggas in here. So now, when you got a bunch of niggas, it's like you got a gun. So them niggas outnumbered. But it's just niggas having fun. You ever seen that nigga hate to see a nigga have fun?
Yeah, of course.
So now the girl, one of the niggas he drunk, he tried to come dance with the girl, and I guess he too aggressive. The girl's like, and then why the girl do this? She come back over to me and start dancing with me.
Man.
Oh, God. So I see the niggas form. Son, them 6, 7 niggas turns to about 12, 13 niggas. So it's like 4 of us. I think it's even 4 or 5 of us. I'm going, yo, if it's 4 or 5 or 6, 7, I take my chances on that. Like, we cool. We get busy, you know what I'm saying? But then when that shit turned into 13, maybe 14 niggas, I'm like, it's a whole bad bag of dope, right? So I go, yo, I go tell FaZe, yo, come on, Styles, man. You always just want to fuck up shit. You always fucking want beef and drama and shit. I said, nah, my nigga, I'm telling you. So niggas ain't listening to me. I tell B.O., because everybody's into the chicks. But I'm into the surroundings of what's happening here. I said, all right, cool. I want y'all to watch this. Because now the niggas, they following me. I don't know where these niggas thought they knew me from.
Now they following me.
No, they follow me, literally, in the club. So I said, look, I just want y'all to stay right here. Nobody move. Y'all see them niggas rush me, they come through. But I'm going to leave the dance floor right here, and I'm going to walk to the bathroom. But I'm not going to go, and I'm going to go towards the bathroom.
I was
do
about
this.
to say, because if you go in the
bathroom's a wrap.
It's going down.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. So I walked towards the bathroom. The whole 13, all 13 went right behind me. I dipped to the side, to the bar, and zigzag back my way to the dance floor and start doing this again, right? I'm doing this. And my nigga go, oh, shit, it's real. Like, but it's too many of them niggas. It could have been 20 of them niggas for all I know. I just know it was too many of them. So I said, fuck, we got to get up out of here. Because I'm ready to just snuff one and just like...
And just dip.
Dip. But, being the leader, sometimes I go, yo, listen. Y'all niggas go to the door. Y'all niggas leave. Get outside the club. Go now. Just leave. Like, we just got to go. Because we still got to get to the car. We got to do all that other shit. So I'm going to be the last one to walk out. Them niggas go outside. And them niggas look like it's like dog that seen fresh meat, nigga. Niggas like, we got this bitch ass nigga now. So I go back in the middle of the dance floor, so they surrounded me. I could see them. They surrounded me. Yo, the blow about to come. And I see my last nigga walk out the door. And I go to that door real quick. I don't go to the door real quick first. I go like, act like I'm dancing. I'm going dancing, I'm moving.
You took off.
Look, I get to the door, right by the door, right out the door. Them niggas try to rush out the door quick. And when they rush out the door, bouncers just grab them because they seen a rush happening. You motherfucker, we go up. I'm like, I don't know this nigga. Maybe this nigga saw me in jail or some shit. I don't know this nigga, right? So bouncers didn't even let them out because bouncers knew if it got in front of the club, it's still gonna be a problem. So they held them niggas. It's like, yo, y'all niggas get the fuck out of here because I don't know what's going on. Cool, we out. Next day, my little brother said he seen them niggas. They all at Coney Island because it's young. We like 17 years old, like not 17, maybe 18, 21 around that time. My brother said, I seen them same niggas from Coney Island, bro. They were celebrating their man coming home from jail. Maybe niggas thought I was from the pen. I don't know what the fuck it was, bro. But whoever it wasn't me. But the moral of the story, I was aware with everything that was happening, the girls, the clubs, the drinking, the music, I was still focused on, wait a minute, I got to be focused on my surroundings. Because this is how niggas get got every time, bro.
Yep.
So please, be focused on your surroundings, ladies. when y'all outside. Take them AirPods off, guys. Take them shits out your ears and focus on what's around you, man.
And one last topic. Some restaurants are adding an 18% living wage charge to customer bills to ensure employees earn a living wage, often instead of or in addition to traditional tipping. This fee, also known as a service charge, is intended to provide a more stable and sustainable income for restaurant staff and is usually transparently displayed on menus and receipts. How do you feel about that?
That just mean they trying to let you pay for what the shit they supposed to be paid for. This to let y'all know, when y'all get that shit on your bill, y'all can say you're not paying it, even the gratuity. You don't have to pay that. It's not mandatory.
Well, some restaurants,
unless it's 4 or more people.
Unless, yeah.
But if like you and your lady, you see that gratuity, you can pay what the fuck you want.
If it's a huge party, so it's mandatory.
Yeah, just read your bill. I tell people all the time, even when I'm out on a date, I read my shit. Fuck you, bitch. I don't care if you think I'm like, yo, you can think whatever. He being cheap. He want to go through itemizing all this shit because y'all niggas not overcharging me. I'm not punking me. I'm not punking pie. It's not.
A living wage charge. So because y'all pay them less, we got to make up for that. I mean, everybody got to eat, man. I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, I ain't paying it.
And with that said,
Brooklyn.
Out.